Okay. Now let's see technique element of scientific management. Contribution of the F.W. Taylor. We are doing the contribution of the F.W. Taylor in the scientific management in order to put the principle of scientific management into practices. Taylor has his followers develop the follow technique. That means Taylor along with his followers has made certain techniques and element for the scientific management. First is performance standard. Taylor introduces time studies to fix the performance and standard. Standards were laid down in respect of time, cost, and quality of the work performance so as to ensure the uniformity of the operation. That means performance standard, a standard timing has been fixed regarding to the time, For example, for completing this work, you require this. Okay, for example, I have given the example earlier also to complete the 100 marks paper, 3 hours. Okay, that is the standard time. Same way in organization also, if you want to complete this, you require this time, this much cost is required, this type of quality is required. That is a standard format is given by the Taylor along with his followers. Second is a differential piece rate system. Okay, now what is piece rate system? Let's see. Under the differential piece rate system, the two piece rate were laid down. First, the low wage rate for those workers who fail to achieve the standard output, and the second is high wage rate for those who achieve or exceed the standard output. That means Taylor should given the people, Taylor according to Taylor, he should appreciate the people. For example, if there are two type of group of the people A and B, and both have been assigned the work, and suppose the A1, the group A has failed to achieve the standard output, then that उनको low salary दी जाएगी. But the other group, the group B, उनको जो भी काम दिया है, they have done it very well, तो उनको हाई सैलरी दी जाएगी. तो यूर आउटपुट में भी डिपेंड, आपकी सैलरी जितनी होगी वो आपके आउटपुट के ऊपर डिपेंड होगी कि आपने कितने अच्छे से काम किया है. Next, third point is a functional foremanship. Taylor advocate functional foremanship, under which many has 8 foremen be required to supervise the workers job. That means कि एक किसी का काम देखना है तो 8 workers के under which as many as 8 foremen be required to supervise the worker. That means 8 foremen be required a job worker का देखना है तो. He was the opinion that one supervisor cannot be expert in all the aspect of the supervision work. Taylor functional foremanship consists of 2 group of supervision. That means according to him, one person cannot have a special ability or speciality for all the things. So there will be different supervisor required for the different workers. For example, if some worker is doing one thing, another worker is doing something, so different people, different supervisors are required. So he has given planning at the planning level and at the shop level. So let's see what he has done in the planning level. Taylor advocates separation of planning from doing. Therefore, at the planning level, he suggested the 4 foremen. Discipliner to enforce the rules and regulation. That means according to him that the planning level is different from the other part. So first of all, he has given discipline. There should be a discipline. So workers should be there, foremen should be there to enforce the discipline, rules and regulation. Then second point is instruction of the card clerk to prepare the instruction card relating to the work activities. For example, if the worker is coming to the organization, as what time he is coming, at what time he is going, in which day he has came late, or in which day he remained absent, how much output he has given, all this is called the instruction card. So in instruction card, all the activities of the worker has been noted down. Then there is a road clerk to lay down the sequence of the operation, and time and cost clerk to decide about the time cost relating to each task. That means a road clerk will lay down the sequence, okay, what will be the sequence of the operation, and the time clerk will lay down the time. Okay, this is all he has suggested at the planning level. And at the shop level, at the workshop level, Taylor suggested 4 foremen to supervise the worker. First is a repair boss to ensure proper repairs and maintenance of the tools and machines. That means suppose the worker are doing with the machineries, and suppose if there is a problem arise, so there should be a person who should properly repairs and maintain the tools and machinery. Then there will be inspector to ensure the worker perform the work as per the standard. That means a tailor laid down the standard performance and the person should be there to supervise. For example, see, you have given 3 hours and after 3 hours, teacher will tell you, take your paper. That means the standard time is 3 hours, writing the 100 marks paper. So after 3 hours, you're not given the extra time. That is standard time should be followed. Same example, workers also follow the standard time. Then there is a gang boss to arrange and assemble the necessary machine and tools. If there is a necessity for additional material, then there should be a gang boss to arrange. And last is the speed boss to ensure the proper speed of the work so that the work done is on the time. If the time limit, a limit is given, for example, 2 hours or 3 hours or 5 hours, there should be a person called speed boss to see that whether the work is done on the time or not. Okay, so this is the third point. And next point is the mental revolution. Taylor advocated the concept of mental revolution in the interest of the manager and the worker. He advocated that there should be a positive attitude on the part of the management toward the workers and on the part of the workers through the management. That means that there should be a proper mental revolution. That means, see, there should be a positive attitude. When the worker is coming for the job, he come in the job for a positive attitude. There should be not a negative vibes. That means the worker should work for the organization, for the benefit of the organization, for the growth of the organization. And on the same way, management should also be positive. Worker is working for salary, to do is a duty of the management to provide them salaries and other incentives. So there should be a positive attitude. The positive attitude will result in the close cooperation between the management and the worker, which is to increase the profitability and the profit of the organization. See, profit making is the main aim of any organization. So if there is a positive attitude among the management and the worker, that means all the levels of the organization, the result is that the company will get the benefit. Okay, the company will make the profit, the sale will increase, and definitely it will benefit all the people associated with the organization. Next is a time study. Taylor suggested the way of time study to let down the standard time, standard for each day. Okay, that means a proper time day. Through proper time study, management can fix the proper standard for output of the work for certain period of the time, say 1 hour or 2 hours. For example, see, if there is a machinery start, okay, for producing this type, for example, if you want to produce the 1 ton or the 2 ton, the standard timing is say for 1 hour or 2 hours. The Taylor advocate that it should be proper timing. Okay, proper timing should be let down. And the last is a fatigue and motion study. That means fatigue. What is the meaning of fatigue? Anyone can tell me what is the meaning of fatigue? Fatigue क्या होता है? What is fatigue? No one? Okay. When you are doing the similar job all the time, okay, so there may be fatigue. Okay, आपका mental जो standard है वो एक जगह रुक जाता है, वो आगे काम नहीं करता है. Okay, तो उसको बोलते हैं fatigue. So the fatigue and motion study, according to Gilbert, fatigue and motion study will be interlinked. Every eliminated motion helps to reduce the fatigue. Using motion pictures, cameras, they try to identify the most economical motion for each job in order to perform the see, if you are doing the same thing again and again, okay, that may be fatigue. आपको एकदम बोर होने लग जाता है. Okay, so so for example, if continuously lecture is going on, you are only hearing the thing, तो फिर आपको fatigue होने लगता है. If the pictures may be show, अगर आपको pictures दिखाया जाएगा, examples दिया जाएगा, तो आपको थोड़ा अच्छा लगेगा. Same way organization में भी ऐसा होता है. A factory workers or the person who is doing the office work is continuously doing the same work, तो उसको एक fatigue हो जाता है. At that time उसकी productivity increase करने के लिए उसको कुछ और काम दिया जाता है, कहीं और shift किया जाता है. Motions, movement किया जाता है एक जगह से दूसरे place पे. This is called fatigue and the motion studies. So all this is given by okay. Now let's see contribution of the Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker is a famous for his contribution in the field of management. So what he has given: first, nature of the management. According to Peter Drucker, the nature of management is studied as follows. Okay, according to him, management is a dynamic, life-giving element in an organization. Dynamic का मतलब होता है changing. Okay, जिसमें हमेशा change होता रहता है. A management cannot be same. Whatever management, whatever the company has produced the product 5 years back or 2 years back or 3 years back, that product cannot be continued into the market. So management is a dynamic. Management has to change. Management has to be creative. Next, management is treated as a discipline in the profession. That means management is a discipline. The people who are managing, the people who are work for management, they are professional people. Okay, and they should follow the discipline. Management process specialized skill to perform the managerial task. Definitely the people from the finance background can manage the finance, okay, how to arrange the money. The people from the marketing background can collect the information about marketing. The people from HR background can recruit the workers. So they are specialized people with a specialized skill to complete the managerial task. Then there will be a management must focus on the economic performance, which is help to justify its existence. See, motive of doing any business is to make the profit. So it is a duty of the management to see the economic performance of the organization. If the money is not coming for the organization, if the sale is not increasing, okay, so the money will not come. And if the money will not come, the organization is not going to survive. So the main point of the management focus is the economic performance of any organization. Then there should be management should must ensure the work performing the productivity and the worker can achieve their goals effectively and achievably. That means workers give the dedication and commitment to the organization, and whatever the goals of the organization should be achieved on time. Then the basic objective of the management is a innovation. Innovation, that means discovery. As I told you, whatever product you have purchased, you have produced in the market last year cannot be reproduced this year. You have to be produced. For example, iPhone. See, now the iPhone 13 is there in the market. Okay, the next year there may be my iPhone 15. Next to next year there will be iPhone 15. So there should be innovation in the field. Okay, technology, science and technology. You have to do the research and development. Okay, the second point is a business objective. Peter Drucker has identified the following 8 areas in which the objective can be set. First is a market standing. You have to collect all the information about market. मार्केट के बारे में आपको पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन लेनी है बिफोर आप प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च कर रहे हो. इनोवेशन, दैट मींस यू हैव टू कम अप विद द न्यू आइडियाज, न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी. प्रोडक्टिविटी, आपका प्रोडक्शन अच्छा होना चाहिए. फिजिकल एंड द फाइनेंशियल रिसोर्सेज, आपकी प्लांट मशीनरी भी अच्छी होनी चाहिए और आपका कैपिटल स्टेटस, जो आपके पास पैसा है वो भी अच्छी होनी चाहिए. प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी, आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को प्रॉफिट करना है. मैनेजर परफॉर्मेंस एंड डेवलपमेंट, दोज मैनेजर हु आर वर्किंग फॉर योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, उसकी परफॉर्मेंस भी अच्छी होनी चाहिए. वर्कर्स परफॉर्मेंस एंड एटीट्यूड, वर्कर का भी परफॉर्मेंस अच्छा होना चाहिए. जैसे स्टार्टिंग में मैंने बोला, द वर्कर एंड मैनेजमेंट शुड हैव अ पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड. Then there should be a public responsibility. See, whenever the business is making any product, the businessmen are social responsible for the people. Last year in OC, you have entire chapter of the social responsibility. Remember, student, social responsibility toward the various group of the society. Student, remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that means a
Yes,
businessman. Yeah, the businessman is socially responsible to a lot of people. Like, for example, can you give me the examples how the businessman is responsible for the various section of the society? I can name one. Customer. Can you name me the other? Come on, student.
Social responsibility towards society.
Yes, very good. In that, there are various section of the society. One is customer. And examples: employee, shareholders, government. Remember all this thing you have done in the OC last year.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now let's see the social responsibility. As I told you, earlier the sole aim of business is to make the profit. But now the businessman is not only making the profit, but they are socially responsible to the various section of the society. For example, profit is essential, but not only the goal of the business. Management has to consider the impact on the people and the society. For example, the shareholder is one जो कंपनी में पैसा लगाते हैं. Okay, the customer is one who purchase the product. The government को रेवेन्यू देना है, एम्प्लॉइज को इसकी सैलरी देना है. ओके, सो द बिजनेसमैन इज सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू ऑल द सेक्शंस ऑफ द सोसाइटी. तो उनको क्या काम करना है, प्रोवाइडिंग क्वालिटी गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज, दैट मीन्स कि इफ आई एम द कस्टमर, अगर आप मुझसे चार्ज ले रहे हो तो आपको मुझे अच्छी क्वालिटी की गुड्स देना है। प्रोमोटिंग द क्लीन एनवायरनमेंट, दैट मीन्स यू कैन नॉट पोल्यूट द एनवायरनमेंट। बहुत सारे बिजनेस के फैक्ट्रीज के स्मोक्स के वजह से पोल्यूशन होता था, ओके जो भी उनका वेस्टेज होता था, दे पुट इन द वाटर, जिसकी वजह से वाटर जो है वो कंटामिनेटेड हो जाता था। तो वी वांट अ क्लीन एनवायरनमेंट, ओके। क्रिएटिंग एम्प्लॉयमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी, नाउ इंडिया इज फेसिंग द chronic unemployment. In that situation, it is expected from the businessman that businessman must create employment opportunity in the country, providing ethical business practices, that means the businessman जो है वो अनएथिकल चीजें ना करे, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मिलावट होती है, ओके बहुत सारी चीजों में मिलावट करते हैं, अडल्ट्रेटेड फूड एंड ऑल दैट, तो ये सब कुछ नहीं करना है। So we are expecting from the businessmen कि उनको प्रॉफिट कमाना है, साथ साथ they are responsible for the society also because they are answerable to the society. Okay, next is management by objective. We can call it MBO. Even you will get the objective type question, that is MBO stands for what? Okay, MBO stands for management by objective. Careful student, even if you go to the higher level, for example, if you do MBO also, this will come. MBO is a very important thing in the business. Now what is MBO? Okay, now let's see. MBO is given by Peter Drucker in 1950, okay, along with his subordinate manager, participation in the planning controlling activities. Okay, this MBO is developed by Peter Drucker, not alone, along with his subordinate. Subordinate का मतलब जो उसके साथ काम करने वाले हैं, उनके साथ मिलकर उसने ये बनाया है। Now what is MBO? Okay, let's see. The superior and the subordinate manager of the organization jointly defines common goal. Okay, that means कि organization में जो भी subordinate है और जो भी superior है, superior मतलब ऊपर, okay, उसके नीचे जो काम करने वाले हैं उसको बोलते हैं subordinate, वो साथ में मिलके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का गोल सेट करेंगे। सी मैंने आपको टॉप लेवल, मिडिल लेवल और लेवल में एक्सप्लेन किया है कि ओनली द टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट सेट द गोल, बट एमबीओ में ऐसा नहीं होता है। एमबीओ में सुपीरियर एंड सबऑर्डिनेट सिट टुगेदर एंड जॉइंटली जो है वो अपने गोल्स को डिफाइन करते हैं। Define each individual major areas or responsibility in the terms of result expected of them, and then once उन लोगों ने goal established कर लिया, उसके बाद वो लोग ये देखते हैं कि किसका कौन सा एरिया इंपॉर्टेंट है। फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मार्केटिंग पीपल एंड फाइनेंस पीपल एंड एचआर पीपल और सब लोग साथ में मिलकर गोल सेट कर रहे हैं, तो इट इज अ ड्यूटी ऑफ द फाइनेंस पीपल टू अरेंज द कैपिटल फॉर द कंपनी। इट इज अ ड्यूटी ऑफ द मार्केटिंग पीपल टू डू द मार्केटिंग स्टडी और फाइंड आउट करो कि मार्केट में कौन से प्रोडक्ट की जरूरत है एंड हु इज द राइवल, हु इज द कॉम्पिटिटर। एंड इट इज अ ड्यूटी ऑफ द एचआर पीपल के वो अच्छे लोगों को रिक्रूट करें। तो हर किसी को उनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एक्सप्लेन कर दी जाती है एंड एक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट, और उस वैसे ही उनसे रिजल्ट एक्सपेक्ट किया जाता है। दिस मेजर इज अ गाइड इन ऑपरेटिंग द यूनिट एंड असेसिंग द कंट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ द ईच ऑफ इट्स मेंबर। उसके बाद हर किसी को उसका काम बता दिया जाता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल सी, अगर आपने कोई प्रोग्राम अरेंज करना है कॉलेज के लिए, तो आप सबको एक साथ में मीटिंग होगी और आप सबको एक्सप्लेन कर दिया जाएगा कि आपको ये काम करना है, एंड जो भी सक्सेस होगा उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का, उस पर्टिकुलर इवेंट का, that is totally depend upon your performance, कि आपने कितनी अच्छी तरह से काम किया है। ओके, मैनेजमेंट बाय ऑब्जेक्टिव का प्रोसेस देखो क्या है। फर्स्ट, कलेक्टिवली फॉर्मुलेटिंग द गोल्स। एज आई टोल्ड यू कि यहाँ पे सिर्फ टॉप लेवल मैनेजमेंट नहीं, बल्कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अलोंग विद सबऑर्डिनेट साथ में मिलकर जो है वो गोल सेट करते हैं। ओके, सेकेंड, collectively formulating the action plan. उसके बाद after setting the goals, the subordinate manager along with the superior formulate an action plan. superior और subordinate साथ में मिलकर जो है action plan भी decide करते हैं कि organization में if you want to achieve that goal, आपका जो है action plan क्या होगा। evaluating the alternatives. okay, if आपके गोल सेट हो गए, फिर आपको एक्शन लेना है, तो बहुत सारे अल्टरनेटिव्स होंगे, तो उसमें से कौन सा बेस्ट अल्टरनेटिव सोल्यूशन होगा वो आपको डिसाइड करना है। सिलेक्शन ऑफ द बेस्ट प्लान, there will be some people will come with the plan A, some people will be come with the plan B, some people will see, because there are a lot of people involved, so every people will think upon their mental level. So it is your duty as a manager, okay, to select the best plan, and then will be implementation of the plan. Once the best plan has been selected, on the basis of that आपको क्या करना है, with the help and with the assistance you have to implement the plan, and then collectively monitoring the performance and एक बार आपने प्लान सेट किया, प्लान को अच्छे से अचीव किया, वो किया, उसको इम्प्लीमेंट किया, फिर आपको देखना है कि आपने जो प्लानिंग की थी वो आपकी सक्सेसफुल हुई है कि नहीं। एंड देखो यहाँ पे स्क्रीन देखो जहाँ पे मेरा कर्सर रखा है, इफ डेविएशन ऑकर द सुपीरियर एंड द सबऑर्डिनेट वंस अगेन फ्रेम द ऑब्जेक्टिव। सी अगर हमने जो भी प्लानिंग सेट की थी, जब भी हमने प्लान किया था कि हमारा प्रोडक्ट जो है वो इतना ज्यादा बिकेगा, एक दिन में 1000 प्रोडक्ट बिकेंगे, लेकिन सपोज ऐसा नहीं हुआ, एक दिन में हमने सोचा था कि हमारे 10 प्रोडक्ट बिकेंगे, लेकिन एक दिन में हमारे सिर्फ 5 प्रोडक्ट ही बिके, दैट मीन्स कि हमारा डेविएशन है, वी आर प्लान फॉर 10 लेकिन हमारा 5 ही बिका है, तो 5 का जो डिफरेंस आ रहा है दैट इज कॉल्ड डेविएशन। तो अगेन सुपीरियर एंड सबऑर्डिनेट को फिर से बैठना पड़ेगा और इस पे काम करना पड़ेगा कि कहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम आई जिसकी वजह से उनका जो ये था अचीव नहीं हुआ है। ओके, दिस इज कॉल्ड एमबीओ। तो एमबीओ का एडवांटेज क्या है? व्हाट इज एडवांटेज ऑफ एमबीओ? बेटर यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज, बिकॉज सी यूटिलाइजेशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज, all the physical resources, all the financial resources and all the human resources जो है वो अच्छी तरह से अचीव हो जाते हैं। क्यों अचीव हो जाते हैं? बिकॉज ऑल द सुपीरियर्स एंड ऑल द सबऑर्डिनेटर्स, दैट मीन्स ऑल द लेवल्स साथ में मिलकर काम करता है। एड इन प्लानिंग मैनेजमेंट बाय ऑब्जेक्टिव सिस्टम डिटरमाइन अचीवेबल टारगेट फॉर द सबऑर्डिनेटर मैनेजर आफ्टर केयरफुल। दैट मीन्स के प्लानिंग में भी ये हेल्प करती है। दैट मीन्स अगर वो प्लान हो रहा है तो प्लानिंग में भी ये चीजें हेल्प करती है, बिकॉज सबको इन्वॉल्व किया जाता है, एंड व्हेन एवरीबॉडी इन्वॉल्व, हर किसी का कंट्रीब्यूशन होता है इसके अंदर। नेक्स्ट इज डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द पर्सनल, दैट मीन्स जितने भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम कर रहे हैं, जितने भी वर्कर्स है, सारे के सारे इसके अंदर इन्वॉल्व होते हैं।